Hi guys, welcome to the Yoga Collective. My name is Tuki Mencia, and today I will be guiding you through a flow that you can do at the airport in between your flights. If you are having a layover, may that be short or long, it's going to be around 20 minutes. And it's a sequence that you can just do with a chair at the airport, a wall at the airport, and if you have a rail or anything else near your gate or where you are, feel free to do that. You don't need to have your mat with you. We're going to start first standing, hands on your hips, and you're going to start doing big circles with your hips. Let your hips go all the way around. Maybe you start feeling already places of tension. And stay with your own breath. Make sure you're still breathing. And switch the directions of your circles. And move back through center. Keep your feet still hip width apart. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Right arm is alongside the body. And just let your right hand slide down your leg. Open your left side ribs. At the same time, you're kind of pushing your hips and your ribs over to the left. Move back to center. Release your left arm. Reach your right arm up. And switch sides. Lean over to the left, opening your right side body. And move back to center. Trying to keep your ribs pointing forward. Maybe you're even placing your left hand on your ribs. You're going to start doing circles back with your right arm. Big circles. Let that arm swing heavy. We're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch the direction of your circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, right hand on your ribs, and you're going to start doing circles back. Really swing that arm heavy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Swing your arms back and forward. Let them cross over your chest. And on your next one, hug your arms, sending your hands back towards your shoulders, and lift your elbows, lift your chin up towards the sky. Pull with your hands, your shoulder blades apart. And slowly release, open back, and cross the opposite direction, elbow over elbow, hands behind. Pull and lift your elbows. And slowly release. We're going to find the wall, and you're going to come facing towards the wall. Extend your right arm back, the palm facing to the wall, and your hand in line with your shoulder. With your left fingertips, you're going to turn your body as much as you wish to turn, keeping your shoulder there. Ideally, you're feeling and getting the stretch in the front of your chest. And slowly release. And we're switching sides. Extend your left arm out, your hand in line with your shoulder, palm facing to the wall. And with your right fingertips, turn onto that left shoulder. Try and keep your left shoulder on the wall. Keep breathing. This should be a nice stretch for the front of your body. And slowly release. Do circles back with your shoulders, removing any tension you might have created. And circles forward. And softly release into your shoulders. You're going to let your head fall over towards your right shoulder. Keep extending your left hand down, and you're going to flex your hand like if you wanted to place your palm on the floor, really lifting those fingers. Right hand comes over your head towards that left ear, and you're not pulling or pushing. You're just letting your right hand feel heavy over your head. Drop into your left shoulder. And ideally, you feel the stretch in the left side of your neck. Still, keep your breath. And move your head back to center. Release the right arm. Switch sides. Let your head fall over towards your left shoulder. And extend your right arm. Flex your right hand, almost like if you wanted to push the floor away from you. And your left hand comes over that right ear. And again, you're not pulling, you're not pushing. You're just allowing the weight of your hand to help you deepen. Soften that right shoulder down so that you can get the most out of the stretch. And slowly head back through center. Release your arms, and now you're going to do circles with your neck. Inhale as you go up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift. Imagine that you're drawing a big circle with the tip of your nose in front of you. And switch the direction. Turn your head the opposite way. And slowly move back to center. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears and exhale, release them heavy. Inhale, shrug your shoulders. Exhale, release them heavy. Last one, shrug your shoulders. Exhale, release them heavy. In the next stretch, you can either find a wall, you can find a railing at the airport, you can use a chair if it's not too low and your flexibility is there. But what you want to do is place both hands on the wall. Your hands are going to be shoulder width apart, and you're stepping your feet back, more or less underneath your hips. For this stretch, you can bend into your knees as you let your chest sink. You want to keep your ribs a little bit into your body, not really flare into those ribs as you do so, but keep your ribs slightly tucked in so that you feel the stretch coming mostly from your shoulders and armpits and not so much from lengthening into the front of the body. So again, hands are going to come on the wall, shoulder width, and you're stepping your feet back as you start bending into the knees, releasing your head down, neck is soft. And again, you don't want to flare, but you want to tuck your ribs slightly in, press into the wall, and sink your chest, getting that opening through your armpits. And how high or how low your hands are, it's going to depend on how it feels for you. So just notice. You want to make sure that you're enjoying the stretch, that it feels like it's doing something for you. You might walk the hands a little bit lower to drop the chest, but try not to flare the ribs. Stay here for 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your chest through your arms, take a step forward towards the wall, and release your hands. Good. Now we're going to find a chair. You can find a chair at the airport. We're going to first find the pose sitting. So you can sit as far forward or back as you feel like you need. And you're going to cross your right foot over your left knee, finding this figure 4 action. Now here you have options. Perhaps this is enough for you, or maybe with your right hand, you're kind of pushing down a bit on that right leg. Keep the right foot flexed. Maybe you're holding here, or maybe you just want to lean forward on your leg. Getting a bit of that hip opening. Now working a little bit more into our hips, our legs. Breathe while you're in the pose and notice if this is an area of tension to you. And slowly release the pose. And now you're bending your right knee into the chest and you're just squeezing that right knee in. Keep your neck and spine as tall as you can. And slowly release. Let's switch sides. Cross your left foot over your right knee. And again, maybe your left hand is pressing down, or maybe you're bringing your forearms over your foot and inside of the left leg. Keep your chest extended and keep breathing in and out through the nose. And as you're ready, you start sitting back, and now you bring your left knee into the chest, squeeze that knee in, grow tall through your spine, soften into your shoulders. And slowly release your foot back down. You're going to come up to standing. And again, we're going to keep using the chair. Again, if you have a railing, maybe you're using a railing. Your right foot is going to step onto the chair. And you're going to start bending into that right knee. Maybe you're grabbing the chair with your hands for support, really leaning into it. Keep your back leg as extended as you can so that you start feeling the stretch on your hamstring. Lean as far into it as it feels good. Perhaps you feel it on your right hip. Perhaps you feel it on the back of the left leg a little bit more, maybe on both sides, which would be great. Keep breathing at your own rhythm. And slowly start extending that front leg. Flex the toes towards you. And you're going to start hinging your hips forward, maybe your hands on the lower part or higher part of the chair. Maybe they stay on your hips. Lean into that front leg, flex the right toes towards you. And now you're finding the stretch on the back of the leg that's on the chair. You can keep the bottom legs extended, or you might even micro bend a bit into that left knee. And slowly release. Right foot down. And we're switching sides. Step the left foot on the chair. Bend into that knee. Keep the right leg, the leg that's behind, extended. And again, you're just leaning into it. Working a bit through the hips, legs, calves, hamstrings. And slowly switching. Extend that front leg, flex the left toes. Again, hands can be low, hands can be high, hands can be on your hip. Lean as far forward as you can, and you can have the leg that's on the floor extended, or you might even micro bend a little bit into the right knee. Lift your chest, rebend, and get out of there. Open your feet again, hip distance. The toes are pointing out, and you're squatting down. Maybe you're moving your legs a bit from side to side to create a bit of mobility and opening in the hips, or maybe you're just staying centered, hands to the heart, lifting through your chest. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, lift your hips, toes slightly tucked in. Right hand is going to come underneath your face, spider fingers or the whole palm. Inhale to reach your left arm up, open wide through the chest. Left hand down, replace the right. Reach your right arm, open wide. Right hand down. Your feet can be as open as you need. Walk your hands forward and find that length on your spine. Relax your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands walk in, feet come closer in, hands to your hip, rise all the way up to stand. And we're sitting back onto our chair. Reach your right arm up, grab your right elbow with the left hand, take your right hand behind. Lift your chin. And slowly release. Switch sides, left arm up. Grab your elbow with your right hand. Lift the chin. And release. Last one, we're twisting. Keep your feet grounded. Grab the chair with your hands behind. Gaze back. Left hand pulls, right hand pushes. Gaze forward. Release and switch sides. Grab the chair behind. Right hand pulls, left hand pushes. And release. Feel free to repeat this sequence as you need, repeat any of the movements, and hopefully you get a good stretch session at the airport. Thank you for joining us today. Namaste.